Shushan. Welcome to day 7, and I like to talk about the proverbs that I like from Poor Richard's Almanac, written by Benjamin Franklin. So let's get started. I have listed down some of the proverbs that I really liked. How many pages it became? Okay, there are up to 4 pages. I'm gonna talk about what I liked and why I liked it and what it could mean. Love well and whip well. Love well and whip well essentially means you have to love your spouse or wife as a man very well, as well as to make sure to spank her very good, so that whenever she misbehaves or during having sex, you whip her so well that she won't misbehave all the time. Would you live with ease? Do what you ought and not what you please. To live easily, to live with ease, not easy, to live with ease, you must do what you are required and obligated to do, not whatever is pleasurable to you. Now, I have to study, right? That's my obligation. That's my knowledge. I have to read a book. That's my obligation. I don't feel pleasurable like masturbation or playing games, right? So I've reduced it, and also watching social media. I don't even like it. That's why I threw it out, and that's how I do it. And and that's what it means. You have to be obliged to do your own obligations and stay far must and don't immediately take action on whatever feels pleasurable to live with ease. Whatever begins in anger ends in shame. It means whatever decision you make in anger, whatever you say, ends up making you feel shameful. That's why you shouldn't do it. He that cannot obey cannot command. This is for all those who are looking to command others. For you, you must be able to obey others in command. And after that, you might learn from that person and also look for those who will make sure that they'll obey your command. That's the only way. If you're rebellious, you can't do it. That's the thing. Pain wastes the body, pleasure the mind. So pain is essentially deteriorating body. You feel pain because there's something going wrong in your body, right? Essentially, but pleasure, it deteriorates your understanding, the comprehension ability of the what is going on, and therefore it's worse. This is very easy to understand. I don't even need to do any explaining. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And you know why. You have your own reasons why to do it. You have your own reasons not to do it. And don't make fucking excuse that I'm a night owl, I'm a morning eagle. That's nonsense. If you have something really required to do, you will do it early on, not later on the day. The use of money is all the advantage there is in having money. If you don't know how to use the money properly, like pay off your debts, make emergency savings, put it into investments, buy essential good that makes your life easy. Make sure that you don't need to pay something monthly, not for pleasure. There's a secondary choice. First comes necessity. Only after that is fulfilled, you will go to a pleasure. It can be going to dates, hooking up with other, having a hoe, uh, etc. etc. I just don't know much about what it could be because I don't experience it much. I don't have money yet. That's why. He that possesses anything he bought pays interest for the use of it. Now, here it might be sort of weird. Why would anybody have interest for whatever he has bought? He's not talking about the rate of interest here. He's just talking about instead the maintenance cost. Yeah, maintenance cost is mainly like, for example, if you have a bike, you must need to maintain it to make it run well, right? That's the thing. If you have something, you need to maintain it. For example, even sofa also needs to get clean, changing its covers, which will require to either go to a shop to a furniture to replace it, or wash it. Not the cover pad, not the sofa. The wood will get bad. The the sofa, and it will cost money, right? So yeah, that's why you have to pay the interest no matter what. For example, for internet also, I use this service, right? But I do I own it? No, I don't. So it can't even be that. He that composes himself is wiser than that who composes the book. Now it means that person who has the ability to regulate their own emotion, their action, their behavior, everything else, everything else has is more wiser than whoever writes the book. That person is wiser. Now this is sort of weird thing, okay? Three good meals a day is bad living. Now why is a three good meals a day is bad living? First of all, it might cost you a lot because you spend your money a lot. That's why it can be seen as bad. Secondly, you don't need to eat to you don't need to eat to feel good. You need to eat to survive. And that doesn't mean you eat something bland. You can have something tasty, but it must be nutritious, right? But not every good meal is nutritious. That's the thing. That's why it is a bad living. Who has deceived you as much as yourself? No one, right? Only you can deceive yourself. Like, for example, you're telling yourself to do it, but you essentially don't do it. Isn't it deceiving yourself? It is, right? You're just making excuses for it instead. That's for that's why you're deceiving yourself. You must read much, but not many books. Read much, but not many books refers to basically quality versus quantity. Now, there are many self-help books, right? Those are shits. None of this self-help book is as good as they. None of those self-help books are good. Essentially, if you want to learn about life, you can go and read some stories or read Port Charlie Almanac, Port Richard's Almanac. Those are very very good books on life. Those are actually said by those people who have lived a good life and are old. Old people are know more about life than we young people do. So you must take that into consideration. The ancient tell us what is best, but we must learn of the modern what is fittest. Now, what this means is whatever the best thing we are supposed to do in our life is already done and told by the old people or ancient people, right? Like Greeks had much more knowledge, they were much more virtuous, right? Etc. etc. But we must learn from modern, our current generation, what it requires to for us to fit into that kind of society, this kind of society, because we are living in this world, not that world, right? So therefore, we must learn from this current one. And right now, my generation is cooked. That's not a good one, but I do understand what obligation I have to go for, and I'm ready to go for it. There are lazy mind as well as lazy bodies. Now, we most of us are lazy. Okay, our body is lazy. We don't want to do things, but they're in worse things such as lazy mind. They don't even fucking think about doing something better, right? They don't even recognize it. There is accept it as it is. It is the reality. It is what it is. They don't have anything. Now, those are the very worst people to be like. Be always ashamed to catch yourself idle. Now, what this could mean is that you have time, right? You might spend it doing something nonsense. You might be spending it doing something that is useful to you, or keeps you happy, right? Or do good, or does good to you. But doing nothing is worse than doing something when is doing than nothing, right? That's what it essentially means. I think I don't know. It is an old quote. I don't really understand it because it's better to avoid doing nothing than it's better to avoid by doing nothing than doing that thing that is bad, right? I don't understand it for this one. He that rises late must trot all day and shall scarce overtake his business at night. Now it basically means whoever wakes up late must do his thing late, and essentially bad for that person because you are, especially for business, you're not getting any customers, right? Who are you gonna get? Fucking no one. So, but in our world we can. Well, these are essentially my good quotes that I really liked. There are more, but they are not as good as the one I liked. Well, this is my own opinion, but this might be different for you. And this book, I understand why Charlie Munger liked Poor Richard Almanac so much. It was such a fun, witty book. There's so much wisdom in it. It's really unbelievable how good this book is. It's even better than reading any of the things currently we have right now, like Thinking Fast and Slow. Why? Why care? It doesn't matter, honestly. It's a nonsense book. And it's in its own way, whatever. For people, that's good, that's good. What else would I like to say? I went to a bike ride today. It was fun. Do you know why it's fun? Because I don't remember damn shit. Now, why would I tell if it's fun? It's if I don't remember is if I don't even remember it, right? The thing is, when I'm not thinking, my I'm experiencing it, right? I'm just experiencing whatever there is, not thinking about anything, just enjoying it as it is. It was so much fun. I was speeding, I was overtaking, I was being conscious, I was being cautious, I was doing this, that, that, this. Oh my god, the speed was so fun. It was over 50, that's why the bike today was very fun. Now, yeah, I don't remember what this. I don't even have words to explain how content I was with it. It was very fun. I was very much tired after it still, but still, it's still for fun. It was very, very fun. I'd like to ride like that, but I don't think I'll get a more chance like that to ride. Well, I'm writing Paul Richard's Almanac notes. I'm keeping it rather whatever I like. There are many, so much wisdom in this book. In the future, I'm looking toward reading more of Charlie Munger's recommendation because he ha- Charlie Munger was such a goated reader. He has so many interests and he read always, and that's a very good thing, right? No, that's not what I mean. What is he's such a good reader. He has many qualitative books that he has read, and he has even like what to say, given it out. Given opportunities, what could be the good books, and read that to be qualitative. Let's see what happens. I'm just enjoying books these days. I hope I can speak better in few more days. Let's see. I wish I could problem solve more on my coding. I used Cloud. I use Cloud for problem solving. Such a weird thing to do. Anyways, that's for it today.